but the security guard who'd stopped him demanded to see some kind of proof of this. Obviously, he didn't have any proof other than showing him his driver's license and uniform from the coach company he was from. Then, get this. My dad's had a place out on the island nation of Sri Lanka, located in the Indian Ocean southwest with suspicion of arson. After hearing this, Long took out a knife and threatened the lives of the arresting officers. The police dog that accompanied them was then set on the suspect, but Long slashed the dog. Slowly and quietly, I made my way to the lamp and turned it off so we could no longer see me, which ensued terror. The man, appearing to be shirtless and yelling slurs at me, began pounding on my door, demanding entrance. I retreated to my room. No birds, no bugs, no wildlife at all. The area is like a grassland with some trees, so I expected there to be some birds or squirrels or even mosquitoes since it was going into spring. But there was literally nothing except the people who worked there.
I'm afraid to shop alone, something that I wouldn't give a second thought to years before. I posted this story. My house is close to the end of my street, which forms a U, but for some reason the bus driver would never just drop me off at my house. I would always get dropped off at the end of my street.
That being said, you could still have a very fruitful engagement with this text without knowing those other two. And in fact, I should be a little bit more gentle. You don't need to know those texts.
Oh my god!
Fucking dumbass.
What was happening?
Okay, you had the yield, but whatever. Fuck it.
2018, the Mayan Queen was sailing around a plethora of Greek islands in the Aegean Sea.
Wow, you're so
She
bright.
took full advantage of the gorgeous scenery, health too, with surgical shortcuts to certain body types having literally killed a handful of young women over the past few years. I think we can all agree that it is frankly terrifying that such pressures can be felt so deeply by women that they would choose to risk their lives to attain a certain societal standard of beauty.
Very meditative.
Having just experienced this sense of calm,
Oh my
how
god.
really hard it is to get some people to work in Chicago.
My apartment was on the corner of the building, so I went left when I got up there, and Fran went straight to her apartment. But as I was walking to mine, her little dog followed me. I said,
Stop before you asshole.
first impression, but Fran...
I settled into routine with that gym. First a short shower and then heading over to the ladies only section. That was another thing I thought. Paranoid all you like, but I just couldn't get this guy out of my head. Like the idea of him hunting me down or whatever was unnerving enough. I mean, he had enough info on me to be able to ambush me at a dozen different places that the nightmares would be enough to have me waking up screaming,
What are you doing?
having soaked the bed sheets with cold sweat.
Oh, that.
I got so bad that my wife couldn't sleep in the same bed as me until hours upon hours of therapy sessions gave me some small measure of closure. I thought...
When the police arrived, one of the officers knew exactly who the woman was. They had dealt with her multiple times before. Her name was conveniently Karen. It was satisfying to watch her be brought into the back of the police car. I let my neighbor know how grateful I was for him coming so quickly to help. And that night, my mind continued to race, but instead of being completely